Hello. Welcome to the Exhibitor's Tools, Tips, and Tricks webinar. We will be covering our Total Store Expo website and our online appointment planner in order to provide an easy guide on how to succeed at the show. I'm Mary Medawar, the Director of Exhibit Services, and I will be your presenter today. We've got a lot of great information and tools to go over, so let's get started. We'll begin with our Total Store Expo website. The show website is broken down into multiple sections based on what you were looking for. The primary location for you will be the Exhibitors section. Within this section are the following items: Why Exhibit, the booth information, Exhibitor Resources, Meet the Market for Exhibitors, and our product showcase. Participants is where you're going to spend a lot of time in as well. And in the Participants section, we have the area broken down by the type of registration, and then by different breakouts like product responsibility or first-time exhibitors. You can view your buyers and their contact information based on the coordinating category by selecting the Retailers by Product Responsibility from the Participants page. Using a two-tier filtering system, you can select the category and a subcategory relevant to your company needs. Clicking on the company will display the buyer contact information, and they will be the ones within your product selection. When you click on a list and then on the company name, you'll be required to sign in. Logins only work if it's the login information of a registered attendee and you have paid at least 25% of your booth fee. Once you've logged on, you can see the company profile as well as the registered attendees and their contact information. Clicking on an individual's name will launch an email from your Outlook or other email software. Now, it's important that you take a moment to review your own company listing as well, and specifically your registration list, to make sure all of your conference attendees are registered. The current registration list is a downloadable document that lists all registered attendees and their contact information. This PDF, as well as the entire website, are updated daily to give you the latest listing. Now let's go back to our Exhibitor Resources page. Now this page is loaded with content that's just for you. The first section, the Exhibit Hall by Hours, is broken down by day. And it's important to plan around these as the retailer access to your space is limited to these hours. Appointments booked outside of these hours in your booth space are not valid, as the retailer will not be able to get on the show floor. Next, we have our Exhibitor Dashboard link. Your login information was sent to your booth contact, but if you would like to have this resent, please email your request to us at exhibits@nacds.org, and we will resend to you. We'll be covering the Exhibitor Dashboard and the Appointment Planner in more detail shortly. We have here the collaborative meeting agenda, and this is available for you to download for your appointment planning. Developing your meeting agenda with your trading partner will ensure that you're addressing the most compelling topics with the right decision makers and influencers in the meeting. Our Guide to Success is a document that covers NACDS and the Total Store Expo, as well as breaks down appointment planning strategies and what to expect each day of the show. It's a great tool for both first-time attendees as well as experienced exhibitors. Our booth logistics section contains information relevant to those responsible for booth setup, ordering, shipping, and so on. There is a webinar specifically about this and the Freeman Kit on June 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern for our booth contacts to join us to learn all about these items. Now, for those companies that qualify, we have a Made in USA program. We have companies listed on the Retailer Resources page, and in addition, have an American flag icon next to those that participate located on the online appointment planner in the retailer portal, so the buyers can easily identify companies in the program. The sign-up form is located here if you wish to include your company. The FTC standards for what qualifies as Made in the USA is listed and linked at the bottom of the form. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the daily schedule. Here you can see everything is broken down by day and time. Each item on the schedule contains a header, like the general one you see above the registration and information desk hours at the top. You can filter by interest. You can select General, by invitation, Special Session, Insight Session, or Meet the Industry. Make sure you and your team take time to review the schedule to plan your time outside the exhibit hall as well. Some items are by invitation only, so these will only apply to you if you have received an invitation. Our Insight Sessions and Meet the Industry sessions are all first come, first seated, so you do not need to sign up in advance for those. The exhibit hall is not open during these sessions, so you don't need to worry about staffing your space in order to attend these. One last topic in the plan area that we should cover is our interactive floor plan. Now this floor plan shows you where everyone is located. It has your company profiles as well as search features. You can use these to review your company profile by clicking on your booth space and seeing it appear on the right side menu. Each company profile has basic information as well as a description and logo if loaded, a link to your company website, and a button for the retailers to use to add you to their planner if they want to book an appointment later on. For those that purchase the booth profile upgrade, you can load photos and videos to this profile. Now this company here has loaded both video and static images, which are available for retailers to view when looking at company profiles either through the floor plan or the online appointment planner. Available at the top here is a search feature that you can use search by company name or by product categories. When you search by a category, those that qualify show with an orange dot on their space, so you can get an immediate sense of groupings or volume. All right, now let's go ahead and look at your exhibitor dashboard featuring your online appointment planner. You can access this link via the Exhibitor Resources page, as we've seen, or through the email received by your booth contact. Again, if you have not received these credentials, please contact us at exhibits@nacds.org and we'll resend to you. Once you've logged in, take a moment to familiarize yourself with the tiles on the dashboard. It's well labeled, providing the user with all the available functions in a single view. We've got the exhibitor directory listing, and this should be your first starting point upon initial login to the dashboard, as indicated by the purple star there. You've got upload advertising content, and depending on your listing package, this tile is your destination to upload your marketing content. New this year, we've got upload press releases. You may now upload relevant press releases to be displayed within your planner profile. Next, we have online advertising packages, and this allows you to upgrade from the standard listing to highlight your company among other exhibitors on the interactive floor plan and in the appointment planner. Next, view leads and stats. This area provides metrics and specific information to gauge the online interest of your company. Submit payments and download invoice. This is the tile to review your purchases and pay for your exhibit and show promotion balances. Product showcase. This exhibit upgrade provides your company an additional location to highlight your product or products at the Expo. There are limited opportunities for this popular upgrade. And if you purchase the product showcase, you will see the Manage Product Showcase tile. You will update your product detail and upload images in this area. Appointments and messages, your destination for managing your schedule and meeting invitations, which we'll go over in more detail shortly. Then we have change password and share your show presence. The change password is if you want to change your system-generated password to something else, you can go there. And share your show presence contains hyperlinks that you may use in regular email correspondence to direct contacts to your booth location on the floor plan or your company profile. Reviewing your exhibitor directory listing should be your starting point before sending out any invitations. Your company profile is generated off the information submitted in your booth contract. Your category info is critical to be in place so that attendees searching for products or services in your category will see your company listing in their search results. These categories also drive the planner filtering for you, so please make sure to update this area if needed. Before you can send any invitations, you will need to set up your schedule of available appointments and time blocks. Select the Appointments and Messages tile. Within the exhibitor dashboard, Appointments and Messages, often referred to as the online appointment planner, contains great features, including the ability to see retail attendees registered with your category, and this is updated daily, manage invitations to retail attendees en masse or one by one with personalized notes, track your invitation responses, add meetings to your schedule made outside of the planner, and the ability to assign meetings to specific exhibition staff. Under the Email Preferences tile, exhibiting companies have the option of listing up to 5 email addresses to receive notifications when an appointment has been scheduled with your company or when an appointment is canceled. These may be modified at any time during the show planning. Let's take a look at setting up your schedule. First, you'll click on the Attendee Scheduling tile. To build your schedule of open times, start by selecting the day. Now, companies may set up multiple tracks for meetings in increments of 15 or 30 minutes and may also create meeting track options by location if the company has multiple booths or private meeting space in addition to their booth. To build your schedule for a day, select the start time of your first appointment and the end time of the last appointment, and then click Submit Schedule Additions to add the times to your schedule. Your current schedule will be displayed on the right. Repeat this process for each day until your schedule is complete. NACDS recommends creating at least 2 time blocks for 100 square foot booths. As the size of your booth and attending sales team increases, you may want to provide enough time blocks to accommodate all the visitors to your booth that would be meeting at one time. For example, if you have 3 sales representatives and 2 areas for meetings, I would recommend 3 time blocks for your company. 2 can be booked for meetings concurrently in your designated meeting areas, and 1 is for overage, so you don't miss out on a potential appointment. Now, should you find you have more appointments in any time block than you can manage, you can always reach out to the interested retailers to see if they have other availability. So here is an example of a schedule that once it's created, the number of time blocks you choose to make available can be varied throughout your show days, and you can purposely choose to keep selected times as unavailable or create them later. Now, this is recommended when you're planning larger meetings through offline phone or email conversations. Now, you may adjust the time blocks available by clicking the plus or minus sign, and that's to the right of the time block. So you see 10 a.m. to 10:15, there's a minus and a plus. If you did the minus and took away both, that would then remove the 10 to 10:15 a.m. time block completely. If you just took away one, it would remove one of the time slots. For appointments made by phone or email, you may add them to your schedule by clicking the reserve link for the specific date and time. Then complete the fields and select Add/Update Notes. It's important to note that the information entered will only appear on your schedule. It does not place a similar note on the schedule of any other attending parties. So if you need to have the appointment connected to the buyer for whatever reason, to share an agenda or so forth, you will need to have them approve a time and book an appointment in the planner themselves. So with your schedule created, now you can build your prospect list of retail attendees for invitations. Within this section, you may search for attendees based on criteria such as company, their title, or their product category. You may add multiple product categories to your search. Click the check boxes and save the attendees you wish to add to your working list for invitations. Next, click the View and Invite tab to see your saved attendees and determine which individual or individuals you would like to contact with an invitation. Now, you have 2 options for sending appointment requests. Whenever possible, we suggest using the custom invitation, which affords you the ability to send a brief personal message about your company or products and express a preference for meeting day or time in the body of the message. This screen will appear if just one name is selected from the previous View and Invite screen. Custom invitations are sent immediately to the retail attendee via email. The second option is to send a generic invitation. If multiple names are selected from the View and Invite screen, the generic invitation displayed here will open. This is not a customizable email. It only adds your company to a list for the retail attendee to review. Generic invitations are batched and sent once per day. Now, whether you're sending a custom or generic, you can only contact a retail attendee once through this appointment planner. So follow-up correspondence must be done through traditional mail, email, or a phone call. The screen here depicts the types of responses you'll receive, indicated by the icons on the right. A closed envelope means an invitation has been sent. A green check mark means the attendee has accepted through the appointment planner. The red triangle means your invitation has been declined. An open envelope means an invitation is queued to be sent, and this is for generic invitations only. Clicking the X will cancel the invitation. The envelope with the arrow means your invitation has been forwarded to another retail attendee, and this is done when they consider the request to be best managed by someone else from their company. That can be a variety of reasons. They could have recently changed product category responsibility. You could have a product that crosses over into multiple categories, and this other person is the correct buyer for you, and so on. If a meeting invitation is accepted, it should appear on your agenda. You may see accepted invitations that are not yet an appointment on your calendar, and this is because the retailer has added you to their list of appointments to schedule. They often gather information on those they wish to book with and then plan their appointments all at once so they can manage their route on the floor efficiently. Meetings will appear on your schedule from invitations sent by you or from the retail attendees themselves who would like to meet with you. A retail attendee does not need to be invited by you to schedule a meeting with you. Now, however, you do retain the right to cancel a meeting. You may find that a retailer booking an appointment with you is not a good fit. You may need to reschedule or some other reason. When you cancel a meeting, a form will appear to provide a response to the retail attendee, and then the appointment will be removed from both agendas. And then finally, by clicking on the reporting tile, you have the option to export your scheduled appointments based on day of the show, type of meeting, assigned person, or all of your appointments into an Excel spreadsheet. So here we have a few important dates for the show. It's important to note that this is recorded at the end of April. So if you're listening to this in July, some of these dates have obviously passed. But these items are always included in your monthly booth contact newsletter as well. If you're a first-time exhibiting company with us and have not yet established your membership with NACDS, we ask that you please return your membership application or contact membership@nacds.org to retain member pricing for your booth and any individual registrations. If you have not registered your personnel for the meeting, please do so that they will be listed on the participants section of the website, have access to show information, and so that if hotel is needed, they can reserve their accommodations. And on the topic of hotel, please be wary of persons that may contact you or your team about event housing. We at NACDS do not work with any outside hotel services or agencies. In addition, you and your team may get solicited to buy attendee lists for our show. And as we have seen, you get this included in the cost of attending on the participants page. Now, some of our vendor partners will be in contact with you about the show. These include CompuSystems for the lead retrieval system, Freeman for the show kit, Map Your Show about their online listing upgrade, and some of our smaller vendors like photo, staffing agencies, and others, as is typical of show preparation. But when in doubt, please contact us. We're always happy to verify for you. Now, finally, if your company has not signed up for the Meet the Market program, a form which describes your products or services to be shown must be completed. You can find that link to register for the program online under the Exhibitors section under Meet the Market Exhibitors. So thank you for taking the time to join us for this webinar. As always, please feel free to reach out to us with any questions you may have about the show. We are always here to help. Thank you and have a wonderful day.